Hey, what's up, everybody? JP here, reporting to you from Costa Mesa, California, on this 20th day of March, 2020, the year of our Lord, 2020. COVID 2020. It's been a while since I've uploaded to my channel. Unfortunately, I don't have anything fun to do, such as an experiment or lighting things on fire or anything like that. I'm in the same boat that, most everybody around the world is. I'm here with my family, locked down for the most part in our condo here, and uncertain about the future. And it's scary, man, I'll tell you. It's a little bit of anxiety, but we're making it. We're going to get through this. I think this whole thing was preventable, unfortunately. That's my opinion. But I guess it is what it is now. It's happened, and the only thing we can do is ride it out and try to get through this as fast as possible, which means just staying indoors and trying to keep ourselves healthy, as well as, God forbid, if I or anybody else is sick, we need to make sure we're not around others who are well, especially those with pre-existing conditions or who are susceptible to this disease, such as the elderly or people with immunodeficiency who might have serious complications with getting this illness and, could possibly be life-threatening. Luckily, it seems, at least for now, that it's not life-threatening for most people. I think they're saying, like 20% of people are ending up in the hospital with it, and out of that 20%, only a small percentage actually ends up passing away. Most do recover, even if they do end up in the hospital. But people are dying from this, and it's scary. And God, it just came out of nowhere, right? It was just like one day, it was life as usual. Everything was going on, and I had just started a new company as an auto mechanic, went back to my roots as an auto mechanic, was getting ready to, launch my new business as an auto mechanic, and that got shut down in its tracks. I got, a large sum of money tied up in a company that, I can't do anything with now. I can't make money with, and it's bleeding me dry. Luckily, thank the Lord, my wife is a professional, and she makes enough money to support our family, because right now I'm making a big fat zero. I can't even apply for unemployment, really. And I don't even know if these loans or, these checks they're going to send out are going to be an option for me. It is what it is, and with the cost of living in California what it is, even seemingly a lot of money doesn't really go far. And anybody who lives in California knows that's true, man. I don't know, I just wanted to upload something, maybe just even if nobody watches this, just to kind of get this stuff off my chest. If you do watch this and have any personal experiences you'd like to share, just leave them in the comments below. I'd like to hear from any and all of you, and I know I have a few subscribers out there. If you watch this, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I've been meaning for a long time to start really uploading some cool content. In fact, now that I've gotten back into fixing cars, I was going to start a new, more automotive-focused channel on, how to do things, figuring. I know there's a ton of, videos on how to fix your car, but hey, it doesn't hurt for me to do one more. I'm not monetized on YouTube or anything. I just do this because it's fun. Some of you who have subscribed to me, you may know I've been through a lot of health issues in the past. 2 bouts of sepsis. I had atrial fibrillation where I had to be electrically cardioverted. So basically I had to shock me back into life. And so being sick to me is even extra scary, I guess. So yeah. But, my main concern is my daughter, who's in the other room taking a bath right now, and my wife. Got to make sure they're okay. My wife, she does work in the healthcare industry, so she's having to go into work at least part-time right now, because she can't 100% work from home. Luckily, she's not a doctor or nurse. She works in the mental health field, so she's going into work, but only sporadically and for short periods, practicing the social distancing. So I'm hoping and I'm praying that me and my family, we can stay well and we can make it through this. I wish the same thing for you and anybody watching this. I wish you all the best. I don't know if anything changes with me. I'll keep you guys updated. For now, I'm just, hanging out, building up my computer. I just kind of made some changes to my gaming rig. I put in a new reservoir there. That's the Corsair, I think what's it, the Hydro X series, the HD5 or something like that. It's a cool reservoir. Redid some of the soft line tubing there because I haven't got around to hard line tubing it yet. And the new graphics card. Upgraded my 1080 to a EVGA Black GeForce GTX, or RTX rather, 2080 Super. So that's kind of cool. And I do have a new video, or not a new video card, not a new computer coming that I'm going to put my old video card in, and I'm going to run folding at home on that to help support the effort to find, not a cure, but I guess a remedy to COVID-19 possibly. If you don't know what folding at home is, if you're a gamer or a computer enthusiast and you have a dedicated graphics card, or they'll call them a discrete graphics card like this one in your computer, instead of using your iGPU, your integrated graphics processor on your chip there, if you have one of these graphics cards in your computer, you can actually use that and donate time on it to help compute basically folding proteins. And they basically, it's through the internet. You give this society, or maybe I'll put the information in the link below. It's called Folding at Home, but you give them access to your computer. And, these guys are trusted people. Thousands of people do this across the world. They're not going to put malware on your computer or anything, but you do have to give them access to your computer. They send through the internet stuff that needs to be basically computed, that can be computed very well by GPUs, because GPUs are very good at, what do they call it? Trying to think of the term now for computing, for like parallel processing or something like that, to where they can do these computations very well. So when you're not using your computer, you're not gaming on your GPU, they can actually use the processor on your GPU to run these protein folding simulations, and they do them over and over and over in different scenarios and stuff. And they can actually simulate how these would work in the human body, and by doing that, possibly find a way to combat COVID-19, as well as a variety of other illnesses and diseases out there. Very worthy cause, something that almost anybody can do. All you need is a computer, and I believe any graphics card, AMD, NVIDIA, doesn't matter. I don't believe it matters really what generation it is, if it's an older one, or if it's, an RTX card, a GTX card, a 10 series, a 9 series, 7 series, whatever. You can do this to some extent. You might want to give it a try. Folding at Home, I'll try to put the details into the description below. Subscribe if you want. I'll try to start posting some more, keeping everybody updated who wants to, if you want to stay up to date on what's going on with me and what's going on in California in general. And I guess I didn't talk about that much. In California in general, our governor, Gavin Newsom, sorry, I do have the sniffles, not the COVID. I have horrible sinuses, but he's instituted, just like almost in, well, maybe not in every state, but I know in New York and the large population centers, and obviously here in Orange County, we're very close to Los Angeles County, which is the first or second worst, affected area. Luckily here in Orange County, I think right now we're sitting at about 65 or 70 confirmed cases. But no deaths so far, 0 deaths in Orange County. Let's pray it stays that way. But in LA County, especially in the city of Los Angeles, it's a way different story. It's pretty bad up there. So we're praying for those people, our Angelinos, our neighbors to the north there. I grew up in Los Angeles County, so I consider myself an Angelino to an extent. And I have family who lives in Los Angeles County as well. So praying for everybody up there. But we're pretty much on lockdown. They're supposed to be closing down all non-essential services. But from what I can tell, most everything is still open, like the liquor stores, the grocery stores, the pharmacies. And I mean, the pharmacies and the grocery stores are going to stay open no matter what, or so they say, because those are considered essential. But the vape shops are still open. I mean, the nightclubs, the bars are all closed. All the restaurants, like even McDonald's, Burger King, all that stuff. Del Taco is drive-through only, and I think that's good. We need to, get this disease out of here, man, and get COVID, just get it out, man, and then we can get back to life as normal. And that's not going to happen when people are out on fucking spring break and the beach spreading this disease like wildfire. And this thing is spreading like wildfire. And I know if you're young, because I was young not too long ago, you'd think, well, it's not going to really hurt me. Why can't I just go out and have fun? Let the old folks and the young kids that are going to get, real sick from this stay at home, because me, I don't care if I get the flu. I'm going to go party. It's not about you. It's not about you getting sick necessarily. You could have this for up to 2 weeks and be a carrier of it and not know it, and still be giving it to who knows how many people. And one of those people you give it to may die from that. And then that would make you, even though maybe you didn't mean to do it, you would still be somewhat complicit in the death of a person. Just think of it that way. Okay, if you're knowingly going out when you might have a deadly illness and spreading it around when the government is telling you, and not just the government, okay, don't do it because Donald Trump's telling you to do it, but, guys like Tony Fauci, the doctor Tony Fauci, who's on TV all the time, that guy's a brilliant scientist. He's a brilliant doctor. He's a brilliant epidemiologist. He knows what he's talking about. That guy was on the front lines when AIDS hit. When almost every major pandemic in modern times has hit the world, and especially the United States. He's no dummy. He's been through this. He knows what he needs to do. And if he's out there telling people, stay at home, we need to stay at home. All right. With that, they did bring the National Guard out to help distribute food, which is good as well. We got a lot of homeless people here. We got to take care of them as well and make sure, people aren't dying on the streets because they can't get fed or they don't have a place to stay. So at least we do have the National Guard out here now, I believe, handing out food to either those who are homeless and can't, have a place to stay, or those who just can't afford food or can't get food. People who don't have access to certain items because they've been sold out. Looks like the government's stepping in to help it out with that. So I consider that a good thing. We're not under martial law yet. We don't have people with gas masks standing outside our door with M16s telling us if we come outside they're going to shoot us. I hope it doesn't come to that. God forbid. Again, crossing my fingers there. I think that would be worst case scenario. But, we don't want to see that. We don't want to turn this into literally the movie Outbreak, okay? So with that, I'm wishing you all the love, all the best wishes of health and wellness. Until next time, this is JP signing off.